Apart from Walt himself, perhaps nobody was more instrumental in forging the creative identity of the Walt Disney Company than animator, inventor, and special effects designer Ub Iwerks. Born Ub Iwerks in Kansas City, Missouri in 1901, Iwerks met Walt while both were employed at the Pesman-Rubin Commercial Art Studio. The two budding illustrators struck up a short-lived partnership and then left to work for the Kansas City Slide Company briefly before Walt decided to start his own animation business and convinced Iwerks to join him as a principal animator. After the company, known as Laugh-O-Gram Films, went bankrupt, Iwerks eventually followed Walt to California. He helped produce the Alice comedies for the brand new Disney Brothers cartoon studio, and then helped create and refine the design of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, only to see the distributor, Winkler Pictures, take creative control of it a year later when Walt and his brother Roy O. Disney were ousted from producing the series. Most of the Disney staff was hired away by Winkler, but Iwerks and two apprentice animators remained loyal. As Disney legend Don Iwerks explained, right away, Walt, Ub, and Roy began working on a new character, Mickey Mouse, with a supporting role from his girlfriend, Minnie Mouse. Ub drew the first character designs of the mice as well, and other animal characters that were later developed, such as a cow, a horse, and a frog. Walt wrote the first storyline, which would be titled Plain Crazy. It was Iwerks who nearly single-handedly animated the first three Mickey Mouse shorts in production: Plain Crazy, The Galloping Gaucho, and Steamboat Willie, as well as later on The Skeleton Dance, the first Silly Symphony series short. It's been written that at one point during the production of Plain Crazy, Iwerks was working at a furious pace of producing over 700 drawings a day. But he was far more than just artistically talented and a hard worker. When Walt wanted to try an innovative approach to anything, he turned to Iwerks to make it a reality. Iwerks also came up with the idea of the pencil test, which revolutionized animation production. When Walt needed a way to review the in-process animation footage, Iwerks adapted an old projector to create a viewing device. After leaving the Disney studio during the 1930s to branch out and start his own cartoon studio, Iwerks returned to the Walt Disney Studios in 1940. He focused on camera technologies and special effects, which was critical to the production of many training films the studio produced for the Allied effort during World War II. He's credited with developing Disney's live-action and animation hybrid technique, as well as the zero-graphic cell reproduction process first used in Sleeping Beauty as a test, and then fully in Goliath 2 in 1960. Notably, the first feature to exclusively use it was 101 Dalmatians in 1961. In the later part of his career, Iwerks helped develop Disney theme park attractions for WED Enterprises, now known as Walt Disney Imagineering. He was the first Disney innovator, and his hundreds of contributions are so intertwined with the artistic and technical foundations of the company that it's impossible to overstate his importance to both Disney animation and the concept of innovation that continues to define Disney's unique place in the entertainment world.